my name is Muhammad Abukar, and I'm going to be doing Percy Sahlberg's Finnish lessons that we learned. Um, Sahlberg really talks about how Finnish schools got to where they are in education and how many things that they do different than regular countries, like the reforms, how the teachers are paid, how the teachers are looked at by society, and the number of students that succeed within their country in the basic education system. Um, Finland was not always like viewed as the best or one of the best countries for education or for schooling, but in the 1970s and 1960s they had reforms to make some changes, and they were actually not very high on the list of countries that were doing well in education. And in this book, Sahlberg explains how we can learn from Finland and how their economy is different than ours and how everybody in Finland views education. First of all, I'm going to start by saying Finland students are driven to learn. Like, they want to learn as much as possible. Like, 99% of the students graduate from basic education. That's not secondary, but that's not like higher education with college and stuff, but it is very competitive for them to get into college. And as teaching, they're seen as how we see their teachers are seen as how we see our doctors, and they get paid a lot, and it is very competitive career over there, and they view their teachers as very important to their society, and they take it really serious over there. And in America, we view education as we got to take tests, standardized tests. We got to compete. So we got to have competition. They don't really view that. They don't really have those same views. They have like views in like, they just wanna learn, and they what is it? They don't really want to be the best, and they don't have a lot of standardized testing like we do, and the tests that they do take, they are actually ranked really high in the world, like really, really high in the world. And that's crazy. That's for people that don't have like rigorous tests like we do in America or some other countries in the world. In the United States, it said that 33% of in the United States were extorted or something like that, or expentured. So that's like received high education system. Finland only gets, the point is Finland only gets 2% of that. So they only get funded from from the money that they do get. They only get 2% of private money. And the United States gets 33%, and Canada gets 25%, and Finland gets only 2% of that. And that's crazy. And there's not really Finland's really takes their education very seriously, like I said, and it's because of they formed unions, and they really just support each other in the support of educational systems, and they don't have that competitive nature, and the students are very engaged in what they're doing. So like in America, not everybody's engaged. Like some people are dropping out, some people are not taking it serious. Teachers are worried about the salary they get paid. And in Finland, the teachers get paid pretty high salaries. Well, they're making money. They're making money. Everybody, the students over there respect the teachers. Excuse me. And in Stolberg's book, he explains that this is like one of the main reasons. And in Finland, like everyone is like they view everyone as having equal rights over there in education. They don't have like competitive mojo that everybody or some people in America have. So like everybody's different, and they know that. And a lot of the students just like pass because of this, and they succeed because of this. And they passed a couple of reforms in the past decades. They passed one in 1970s and 1960s. They passed one in the 1990s. I think that was their most recent reform. And they really just went on from there and taken it from the world. And now they're like, I think, number one or like number two. They're really high up in education. I think Switzerland or another country is pretty high up there with them too. And that's the lessons that we learned from Finland by Pasi Sahlberg. See you next time. Good day.